Jesus said, "Man cannot live on bread alone, but from every word that proceeds from the mouth of God." You're listening to Daily Truth.
And without church membership, formal local church membership, do you know how you determine who is the church? Attendance. It's mere attendance. Apart from church membership, and there actually being a process, then the only way to truly determine who is the church is who shows up. Which means all of you who are joining us for the first Sunday, apparently I'm your pastor. You haven't even determined if you like me. You probably have determined you don't like me. But the point is, I'm your pastor because you're here. And if we had a church discipline case going on right now, you'd be privy to it. And you don't even know their name. You don't even know who these people are. And we don't even know if you're regenerate. We don't even know if you're a Christian. But you're the church. And the church is the final ecclesiastical earthly court for rendering a righteous judgment in regards to the alleged impenitent sinner for either loosing or binding, removing or keeping. And so you're going to be making this decision, but you don't know who we are, we don't know who you are, but we need the church, and the only way to determine the church is who shows up. Unless, crazy idea, I know, unless there was like a process outside of mere Sunday morning attendance, where people showed up if they had interest, and you talked about practically and theologically what it meant to belong in covenant to this particular local church, and you got to, as elders, meet with them and determine their testimony. They could make a credible proclamation of faith, so that you know, at least, God sees the heart. We look at the outward appearance, but we could at least do our due diligence to see whether or not this person is, in fact, a Christ follower. They could also ask questions of the leaders of the church to determine, do we agree with this church's mission, its vision, its doctrine? And then you could have some kind of formal mutual agreement where they say, "Here I am, shepherd me." And you say, "I will take you as a part of my flock, that I have spiritual responsibility for shepherding." And we maybe even sign like a church covenant or something like that. You just invented church membership. So again, no verse in the Bible that says thou shalt be a church membership. But there are plenty of verses in the Bible that says this is what it looks like to obey Jesus practically. Not just theoretical obedience to Jesus, but practical, real obedience to Jesus. And these practical examples of real obedience to Jesus assume a way of knowing who's a part of this community and who's not. And mere attendance does not suffice. And that is my thesis. That's church membership.